Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here and welcome back to Seipher Plays Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones. In the last episode, Eirika and company finally made it to Johanna to rescue Queen Ysmir and the Sacred Stone of Johanna. However, we arrived much too late. The Grado invaders were let in by the commander of Johanna's forces. Queen Ysmir was taken to lead Kalik to the Sacred Stone, where he ended up finding it and crushing it from her person before finishing her off. Johanna Hall was then set ablaze after we discovered that Joshua was actually the Prince of Johanna, and now we are stuck in Johanna's desert, hopefully trying to survive against two armies. However, this time we will actually be winding back the clock a bit to explore a path not taken by going with Ephraim to Grado, so let's go. Yep. Prince Ephraim. Is that you, Seth? I'm almost ready to depart. I'm leaving Eirika in your care. Actually, my lord, we have the honor of riding with you. What? What about Eirika? The princess informs me that she will be accompanied by a Freljin escort. She tells me she does not need a large retinue on such a small ship. I understand, but we must be prepared for anything. I'll be fine, Seth. Please, go and attend Eirika. Lord Ephraim, this is Lady Eirika's wish. She implored us to lend our blades to you on the front lines. She spoke to each of us individually. She knelt before us and beseeched us, go. Her sincerity, her concern, we could not help but be moved by her plea. Oh, Eirika. Very well, you will all come with me. But steel yourselves. This will not be an easy journey. I want only volunteers who are unafraid of meeting death. I'll let the others know. I must tell you, my lord, they are already preparing to depart. They know the risks they are taking, and not one will be deterred. Alright, well, that takes care of that, so we're just going to quickly save over a new journey. And we're getting the whole tower spiel again that I included last time, along with a new path to follow. Okay, castle map, host of dark creatures, good for gaining experience. Can't save in the tower. Skirmishes appear on the map. Alright, well, before we actually head off to Fort Rigwald to begin Ephraim's campaign, I'm actually going to cut away for right now because I want to do some grinding off screen, but didn't have that scene recorded ahead of time, so I'll be right back. See you guys in just a few minutes. Or rather, a few seconds. Okay, thank you for waiting that brief time. It's actually been a day or so since I recorded that intro, so let's just get right on into assaulting Fort Rigwald. Ephraim begins his march south toward Grado from Castle Frelia. Upon conquering Renee, the Grado Empire has set its sights on Frelia. However, Enos and his troop meet the invaders at the water's edge. Against all odds, Enos halts the invasion, keeping Frelia's border intact. Ephraim coordinates Frelia's troops in an effort to advance the front lines. Unbeknownst to Ephraim, Grado forces are waiting for them at Fort Rigwald. They fortified their positions and plan to wait out Frelia's siege. Undaunted, Ephraim remains determined to root out Grado. Chapter 9, Fort Rigwald. The stone of Frelia has already been taken care of. How is it that the stone of Renee continues to elude us? Glenn, Volter, find the children of Renee. Find them and take from them the bracelets that they wear. Glenn, take Eirika. Volter, take Ephraim. Find them. Conquer them. Yes, your majesty. Haha, Eirika, eh? She's a ripe little peach. And her brother, Ephraim, he's better prey than I'd imagined. I can feel my blood rushing at the thought. This might be fun after all. Kalik, Reeve. Shatter the remaining sacred stones. Kalik, take Johanna. Reeve, take Rouston. Go, crush the sacred stones they house. As you will. I'll begin making arrangements for Rouston's downfall immediately. Bah, why am I stuck with Johanna? Accursed ill luck. I became a mercenary to escape that wretched place, and now I must go back. Ucel, go to Frelia. Punish the Frelian army and their commander, Ephraim. Begging your pardon, your majesty. Now that you've conquered Renee, what are your plans for her citizens? The country is in ruins. Thieves and bandits swagger about as if... Leave them. But sire... Sir Ducel, the Emperor has spoken. Please. Selena, remain here at the capital. We shall have new orders for you shortly. Understood. Please, your majesty, grant me the privilege of a single question. You vex us. Your majesty, you know that I will gladly lay down my life for an honorable cause. But these orders, and all of our recent actions, they are not just. If I saw any way in which this invasion protected Grado, I would hold my tongue. But now, Renee is left ungoverned to drown in chaos, and we gain nothing. Why do you wage this war? What is it you hope to achieve? You've sent our men to fight and die for nothing. This isn't war. It's murder. Ducel. This decision is ours to make. You have no voice in these matters. Punish me if you must, your majesty, but I implore you. Please, rethink this. If this continues, Grado will... Ducel. Go to Frelia. Crush the Frelian army, and he who leads them, Prince Ephraim. Your majesty! Have you gone deaf? Ducel. Go to Frelia. Crush the Frelian army, and he who leads them, Prince Ephraim. Yes, your majesty. Commander Geb, we captured a Pegasus Knight snooping about outside. Let me go! Stop it! That hurts! Ooh. You didn't tell me she was such a treat for the eyes. This is a prize worth catching. I came for Ephraim. If you do anything to me, he will not be merciful. I like her. Throw her in a cell. I'll spend the evening giving her a thorough interrogation. You beast! That is Fort Rigwald. It has stood unconquered for generations. Its defenses are legendary. It is the jewel of Grado's fortifications, and its walls have never been breached. And if we don't capture it, any attacks on the capital will be pointless. Tell me what you see, Seth. Do we have the power to take it? It's a daunting task. The enemy has the advantage of both terrain and numbers. But what about in morale? Do you suspect the soldiers may be unwilling to fight? Anything's possible. The war is a sudden thing, but Grado and Renee have long been friendly. Before these hostilities, our nations were allies. No, even closer than that. This is the Emperor's war, but the hearts of the people are not so swift to change. For example, General Ducell of the Imperial Three, they call Obsidian. He was the one who taught me what I know about fighting with the lance. Ducell's sympathies are sure to remain with Renee, and with our cause. He is loyal to Grado, but he has no love of war. I'm sure he will speak with me. And more than that, Prince Leon has been my friend for years. He can be timid at times, and perhaps was unable to oppose his father in this. But I'm sure he detests this fighting and shares my opinions. Prince Ephraim. There must be some Grado soldiers within the castle who do not want to fight. If we can rush the fort and seize the throne room, I believe they will surrender. Optimism here may be deadly. Still, it's a far better plan than challenging the main army face to face. Eirika is on her way to Rouston to help end this conflict. We cannot afford to wait here for much longer. We must take this fort and then press on to the capital itself. Let's go. Attack! We're under attack! Looks to be Frelian troops. Their commander is Prince Ephraim of Renee. Renee? This whole thing stinks. My younger sister and her husband were living in Renee. What is the Emperor thinking, starting this war? I think... Hey. Ah! Yeah, I heard you. Talking about not fighting, are you? Losing your nerve? The punishment for treason is harsh. You'll burn at the stake. But... It's not just me. Even General Ducell is opposed to this war. Ducell? You'd side with that washed-up coward? And who is your commanding officer? Is it Ducell? Come on, out with it! You are, Sir Geb. That's right. So that should make it clear whose orders you follow, eh? You got that, dolts? If you do, then shut up and get in formation. No one cares whether you minnows live or die anyway. Got it? Well, wait a moment. That's a horrible thing to say. And who are you supposed to be? Your name. Out with it. I'm Amelia. I was assigned to this fort today. I am a soldier of Grado. I am not a slave. What's this now? You're a girl. You got a lot of nerve talking like that to your commander, recruit. Looks like I'm going to have to teach you about the chain of command. Commander Geb, the enemy troops approaching. Grr, stinking interruptions. Form up, you useless worms. Don't let those dogs near the throne. Grado cannot afford to lose a brilliant tactician of my stature. I'm sorry, I can't keep that straight. No one will blink if any of you worthless toads die, but if I die, you should be happy to fight, kill, and die in my service. I became a soldier to honor the Emperor, General Ducell, and the people of Grado. But this is wrong. That's the lot of a soldier. We're pawns in the games of kings and emperors. We fight as ordered, and we die as ordered. That's it. Come on, time to go. Alright, well, we can see that we are not going to have any love for the commanding officer in this chapter, at least. I'm thoroughly looking forward to actually dealing with this guy. Anyway, I'm not going to bring a full retinue with me this time. I'm going to mainly stick to... Oh, did not mean to do that. I'm going to mainly stick to having a almost full retinue with us. I think we're pretty much set in formation. Before I do start, I do want to actually promote Franz, because I did train him up to level 20 off screen. Probably not the best stats, and I could go with Grey Knight to show how it differs, but I honestly prefer the movement range of Paladin, so gonna stick with it. And not too shabby on growths. Okay, well, with that taken care of, I think we can just go ahead and start. So let's get right on in. Oh, what a fool I've been. I came all this way to help Ephraim, and I ended up getting captured again. That General Geb had the creepiest eyes, and that laugh. Oh. Hurry, Ephraim, please. Hurry and rescue me. Yep, so we technically have one more unit with us. We have Tana, who's joined automatically, just like in Eirika's route, but far worse since she doesn't have any weapons and is currently locked in this cell. And it's going to get worse because I'm pretty sure an archer or this mage is going to keep on trying to defeat her even though she's technically a prisoner, so gonna have to race on over as quickly as we can. So I did train most of my units up to level 20 just because I want to hopefully not eat up as much time in these chapters, since this, okay, it's no secret, I'm not actually going to have this campaign, Ephraim's campaign, be the main file. The main file is definitely going to be Eirika's, but all the same, I also wanted my units to be strong, so hopefully we can get through this relatively easily. I did also grind supports, for at least for the ones we've seen of the main combat force, so we'll be pretty well off. There's going to be a lot more enemies on Ephraim's route. It's generally the harder of the two paths. Case in point, this, I'm pretty sure, has more units than we ever dealt with on Eirika's Chapter 9. But there are some trade-offs for it, so we'll be seeing that as we get into the campaign. Anyway, let's quickly have Ephraim just use this steel lance to kill this archer. We'll have Franz go on in and actually use the sword to take out this fighter. And you'll definitely want to bring Colm, because I don't think... I mean, there might be a chest key. Well, yeah, there is a chest key on this mage, but we do not have any more, so you'll definitely need Colm's lockpick to open up all the chests in this particular location. Anyway, just gonna keep moving forward with my units. Hopefully, we can not have too much issue. Okay, Franz is taking care of that Cavalier easily. Fortunately, Seth doesn't have any weapons, mainly using him as bait. Please do not put Colm to sleep. I need him to... Okay, good. I was worried about that. Let's just have Seth just push on forward. Let's actually have Arter and Boot move on up to take out this Cavalier. I didn't train them up to level 20, but that's mainly because I got pretty far into training the others and didn't want to push it. Just going to have Ephraim actually use his Javelin to take on this guy. And we'll just keep pushing forward, because we want to move as quickly as we can. And just kind of getting annoyed with how, since I can't do anything with Tana, her turn's not automatically ending. Just kind of sucks, I suppose you could say. Get that heavy spear, which I like to think that that's just the sphere they took off of Tana since she joined with it in the other path. Okay, please dodge again. I don't think I ever... Oh, shoot. Well, that's not good. How long are you... Okay, 4 turns. Let's see. Do we have any... Okay, now we don't have a restore staff, so we'll just have to move forward as best we can. Maybe, if we can get lucky, deal with that guy soon. Okay, you got that, and we should be able to get a door key off of this guy, as I suspected. And if I had been one space over, that would have been masterful planning, but I guess not. Okay, well. Okay, are you gonna actually hit loot, or can she please dodge? Okay, good. I think that used up the last of your sleep staff. Shame that, Colm couldn't dodge it, but oh well. Now we'll just send the rest of our units over this way. And we'll actually have Franz whip the javelin. Actually, no, we'll keep the Iron Lance equipped for right now and then open the door. And we'll just end our turn because I need to just get that sleep over with. Okay, Amelia's moving in, and we don't want to kill her because, unlike in Eirika's route, we can't get her again if she dies, so we gotta quickly deal with her. Okay, well, let's just quickly use Ross's hand axe to take out this knight. And quickly have Franz equip this javelin and then talk to Amelia. You're a girl. Oh, I don't need to do this again. Ah, don't make fun of me. I'm a soldier of Grado. Prepare yourself, Freudian dog. Oh, wait, I forgot. Changes depending on route. Okay, sorry about that. Well, wait a minute. Oof. Are you alright? It's not surprising you fell over from that stance. Can you get up? Shut up! Did you hurt your knee? I know how it feels. I did it often as a recruit myself. To be honest, I still do it more than I should. I'm Franz. I'm a knight of Renee. What's your name? I'm Amelia. Amelia, do you think I could ask you to surrender? This may be odd, but I really have no desire to fight you. I get the feeling you don't want to fight either, am I right? But... I've heard Prince Ephraim takes female prisoners and uses them as palace slaves. If I surrender, will I be forced to work in the palace too? No, don't be silly. Prince Ephraim would never do such a thing. I think. Really, Franz? You don't think the best of your prince? You think? No, he wouldn't. Of course not. You have my word of honor. Well, you seem sincere. I'll trust you, Franz. Alright, well that's one way to look at it. Hopefully I didn't just shoot her in the foot, because I don't exactly have a lot of units that could easily draw Okay, yeah, that was probably a bit of a mistake, so hopefully she can survive a turn, otherwise I'm gonna have to restart this. Oh geez. That's not good. Please miss. Please dodge all the attacks. Okay, thank goodness. It seems that we're finally out of the woods. Okay, thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. I was so not wanting to have to do this over again. Just quickly heal Amelia, and I'm not going over her because really her join time, she's really pretty much the same since she joins in the same chapter on both routes, so we'll just deal with this for right now. Let's have Joshua take out this guy. We'll have Lute take out this archer. Although she's in a bit of a precarious situation now. Hey, let's see what she gets. Pretty decent, actually. Actually, that was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. Great. Okay. We'll have Ardor take out this mage. And you are asleep for one more turn, so time for your wake-up call, Colm. Let's just have Franz use his javelin, and I forget, is this a Seize chapter? Yeah, it's a Seize, so let's start getting Ephraim to make his way to the throne, and I'm just going to block off these stairs. I have a feeling that there's going to be enemies coming from it soon enough. Franz seems to be able to take on just about anyone that comes up to him, though his javelin is limited use, so... Okay, we got the chest key from that one unit, so we can easily open at least one chest. Decent level up on Franz. Okay, and now Colm's back in action. Let's just have him hurry along. I don't intend for Amelia to really fight, but we need to just keep her with the rest of the group for right now. Let's quickly have Ardor take on her, actually. Let's have Ross take on this. Or not. Okay. I was worried for a second there that he was going to miss both of those, which would not have been great. Let's just quickly have Franz move on up and we'll swap to the Iron Lance again. Take out the Shaman. And yeah, you know what? I'll just move Ardor and Lute just a little. Okay, doing pretty well. Franz is really mopping things up since he's pretty much as good, if not better, than Seth at this point. And sleep again. Thankfully missing. Let's quickly have Natasha heal Lute. And here we go. Colm, get up there. Followed by Ardor and Lute. Next we'll just go right on to this room. And you know what? Let's just defeat this mercenary with Franz's javelin. We're almost there. This guy's got a door key, so we can just free Tana as soon as we get it from him. Okay, first things first, let's have Franz actually open this door, this chest. Get an ocean seal, which I definitely want to make use of. So let's quickly have Joshua take out this cavalier. And we'll send Ross up that way to go get it. Have Ephraim move on up. And was there... No, no one's coming from that end, so we should be fine. Yeah, you know what? We'll have Arter and Loot go over this way. Now, hopefully, that sleep staff user doesn't actually attack Ross, because his resistance isn't that good. And okay, looks like I'm gonna have to deal with it. Yep, as expected, he's asleep. Just great. Well, I'll at least trade on over that ocean seal for that one iron axe. He'll take it back, I'm sure. And you know what? Let's have the loot can't double, so let's... You know what? Let's have loot go there so that she's in range of Arter to support him, upping his damage and maybe getting a crit. Okay, no. Shame on that. Just have Natasha go here, kill Franz just to give her something to do. And a pretty good level up off of it. Thank you. Heal's broken, but we don't need it. We don't need to worry anymore. And yeah, let's just keep Amelia at the rear. Joshua can easily handle these guys. Boss is probably going to be asleep for 4 or 5 turns. My luck. Arter levels up. And a pretty decent one. Okay, Ephraim, you also do not have... Okay, thank goodness. I would have been really mad if that had actually hit him, because he would not be getting up for a long time. And I think that finally has you out of heals, so let's quickly take care of this shaman, Arter. And I think now you... Okay, well, you don't have any other sleep staff, so we can just deal with you. Have Ephraim quickly go this way, because I want to... I want to have him be the one to free Tana. Okay, well, that's not good, but... just easily have Franz take care of that mage. Let's just have Ephraim use his steel lance to take care of this knight. We'll send the Vulnerary back to that back to the convoy and then open this chest. Get 2,500 gold, which is very useful because I did spend a lot of it during my training at the Tower of Volney, just to replace their weapons. Okay, so Ephraim takes a little damage, but we're fine. And we'll quickly have... Okay, I thought a scene might play, but oh well. We can just have them talk. Tana? What are you doing here? I came here in hopes of helping you in some way. But while I was looking for you, I got captured by Grado troops. Is that so? Well, I'm glad you seem to see you're unharmed. Tana, you should head back to Castle Frelia immediately. King Hayden must be worried about you. No, Ephraim, I came all this way so I could help you. And yet here I am, helping you. Well, yes, that may be true, but I've been so worried about you, Ephraim. I see. Oh, please don't look at me with those teary eyes. If you're really determined to help, then you're welcome to come with us. But you must promise me not to try anything reckless. Ephraim, thank you. I knew that you would understand how I feel. Alright, well, let's just let's just have her stick by Ephraim for right now and actually take... well, we don't have any lances that she can actually use, so let's just have her wait right there. Probably should have thought about that before I moved her. One more sleep turn for Ross before he can actually use the Ocean Seal and promote. I think we should be fine now. Okay, well, let's move Colm on over to that chest and get Ephraim started moving back towards the throne room. Tana rescue Ephraim just so that he can move a bit faster. And I'm going to equip the Iron Axe and then finally use the Ocean Seal. Now, same choice. While I could see the benefit of going Warrior just to show how it differs from Berserker, I'm not that interested, so let's just go Berserker like we did on Eirika's route. Don't worry, I will probably make at least a few class changes that are different, probably. Just so that the routes aren't too samey. But when it comes to Franz and Ross, this just seems like a no-brainer. Okay, let's quickly heal. Yeah, you know what? We'll use Mend on Joshua just to get a little more experience on Natasha. And there we go. Now let's quickly have... Ross and Ephraim now move forward. I wonder what that hit rate was, because it's very rare that I see Ross miss. Okay, that explains it. Axe Reaver against well, let's... And you know what? We'll hand over that heavy spear to Tana right now. Have Ross take back that iron axe, and you know what? We'll use the hand axe to take out this archer. And let's just use the heavy spear to land a good hit on that soldier, or rather knight. Get the Axe Reaver for our troubles, and let's heal Ephraim. just move Natasha along with the rest of our units. You know what? Let's trade over Amelia's slim lance over to Joshua. Have him trade it over to Tana so that she can make use of it. And have her actually equip it, because that'll be far less heavy than having her use the heavy spear. Which might give her a chance to actually double this mercenary. Well, it did give her a chance. It did give her the opportunity to double him. Okay, let's have Natasha heal Tana. Actually, can Geb actually attack at range? I forget. No, he can't, but you definitely want to beat him before he equips a new weapon. Okay, that's good. Well, not good, but she leveled up, which will save me a bit of time grinding later. Can Ephraim actually move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, no, he can't. Alright, well, let's just quickly have Ross actually take care of this, at least get a small hit on him. What? What? What was that? You piece of trash. What do you think you're doing? Well, one miss was alright. And now let's just have Franz actually take him out. And so I don't know if he'll possibly equip the killer axe if he's in range too. That's not possible. And he died. Thank goodness. He was scum. And decent level up, not great. But hey, we got the killer axe for our troubles. So now we can just seize the throne, though I will say that if you are on a chapter with a throne where the boss is sitting, you can easily just grind against that boss by attacking him and making sure that he doesn't die, because the throne will heal him a small amount each time. We technically could have done this back in Chapter 8, but I really don't prefer doing it, especially seeing as in this game the Tower of Valny exists. So let's just end this. Prince Ephraim, the rest of the enemy troops have been routed. Bring me one of the prisoners. I have a question I need answered. I'm going to ask you a question. If you've no wish to answer, remain silent. If you wish this conflict to end quickly, however, you will cooperate. What do you want? Why has Grado invaded Renee? I can't say. This war began on the Emperor's orders. Soldiers like me haven't the foggiest idea of what he's after. And tell me this, where is General Dussel? In the capital. The general's been opposed to this war from the start. He's been pleading with the Emperor for days now, but the Emperor ignores him. They say some are questioning the general's loyalty. He's putting his standing and his life in danger by being so vocal. Is that so? Well, it appears General Dussel remains the same true man I knew before. What about Prince Leon? Where's he been through all this? Why didn't he do anything to temper his father's aggression? According to rumors, Emperor Vigard was convinced to start this war by none other than the prince himself. What did you say? That's ridiculous. I know Prince Leon well. No one hates fighting more than he does. He would never do anything to trigger all this bloodshed. Prince Ephraim, please calm down. I'm sorry. Relieve the prisoners in the fort to the Frelian troops. Seth, I intend for us to press on toward the capital. At some point, I expect we'll find either Dussel or Leon. I'm sure we can convince them to join us in stopping Emperor Vigard. Understood, but I have misgivings, my prince. General Dussel and Prince Leon are both men of Grado. If we are forced into conflict with them, It won't happen. Dussel was my teacher, and I know he is a man of character. And I've known Leon since we were children. He, Eirika, and I are old friends. I understand your concerns. If worse comes to worse and steel is drawn, I will not hesitate. I'll fight and kill anyone who thinks to oppose me. Are you satisfied, Seth? Yes. I apologize for my rudeness. Your father is gone, and that means you are king of Renee. There is no other. I just ask that you not throw yourself into needless danger. I hear you. The decisions I make affect more than my own life. Once this war is finished, I will rebuild Renee with Eirika. That is my mission. Mir. What is it? We must return to Frelia. I cannot take you any farther on this journey. What? No. I want to stay with you. No, Mir. I'm continuing on to the Grado capital. It's going to be very dangerous. I can't protect you, not as well as I'd like to, anyway. Everything comes from that direction. I can feel my lost dragonstone, and that's not all. The dark energy still flows unchecked. I cannot go home while it stains the air. But, please, Ephraim. Very well. I simply cannot refuse you anything. Your eyes remind me too much of Eirika. You must not stray from my side. Do you understand? Yes, I will not stray. Selena, your orders. I am ready, Your Majesty. In your service I am prepared to do. Dussel has left for Berthrowen. Take a battalion and follow him. Understood. When I arrive, I will place my troops at his disposal. No, you will not. You will strike Dussel down. What? Dussel is a traitor. He has abandoned his country and sided with Renee. The punishment for treason is death. But General Dussel, a traitor? That's just not possible. There must be a mistake. No, I did not mean that you are mistaken, Your Majesty. But, Selena, you have your orders. You will execute Dussel. Your Majesty, will you allow me to ask you a question? When Your Majesty saw fit to make me a general, you shared with me some words of wisdom. I remember that moment quite clearly. You told me the role of an imperial general is that of the shield, not the blade. We are here to protect our citizens, you said, not to threaten our neighbors. I have never forgotten your words, Your Majesty. I have held them to my breast. They govern my every action as general. Your Majesty, that sentiment is still alive and... Go. I humbly acknowledge your orders, Your Majesty. I am the Empire's servant. I am Your Majesty's vassal. I am General Selena, the Floorspar of Grado Empire. Alright, well, we can see that a loyalist's principles are clearly hard to shake. Though, with Dussel, it seems to have been shaken. Well, we'll just have to see what comes of that. I'm going to end things off here, so I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.